Welcome, welcome to our next discussion, guys. This is week 3, discussion number 8. It is the second discussion for poetry. We are going to marinate in a few more poets who are amazing poets. So for this discussion, you are going to read 4 poems, which is a lot. I wouldn't normally put this many in one discussion. But again, this is a 6-week course, so everything is so compact that it's almost ridiculous. But you can do this. These are all shorter poems that are super enjoyable and very relatable. So the first one is, and also there are videos that go with the poems, which is really useful. And a couple of them, actually 3 of them out of the 4, I believe, have the original poet who's reading the poem, and that's something that's really, really special when you get to hear the writer's own voice and the fluctuation, intonation, the tone of the actual writer's voice reading the poem too. Okay, so the first one is Still I Rise by Maya Angelou, who is phenomenal. She was a prolific writer and poet and social activist. I believe poet laureate when Bill Clinton was in office, but she's just a very strong, assertive woman writer. And she's right here, so it's really cool to see her read that because her voice is so powerful. It's like thunder. The second one is Etheridge Knight, and it's called Feeling Fucked Up. It's very emotionally intense, as good poetry should be. The third one is A Rose That Grew From Concrete by Tupac Shakur. Many people, I think a lot of people who like Tupac, or whether you like Tupac or not, they are familiar with the fact that Tupac was a poet, writer. I think that's why his songs and his poems are so expressive and so good. Because he really understood poetry. And it's beautiful, the symbol of a rose growing in concrete. And so that's just a poem that's an excerpt from a larger work. There are a couple different interpretations of it, so you can check out both and see what you enjoy. And the last one here is by Naomi Shihab Nye, and it's titled Kindness, a very beautiful poem. So these are your 4 poets and 4 videos. I recommend that you read the poem and listen to the poem a couple times to kind of let it sink in. You can even listen to it or read it once and then think about what you notice about it and take some notes, and then listen to it again and see what you notice that's different, or even push your thinking to a further level. Again, with these poems, we're doing something similar to what we did in the last discussion, which is the journal logs, where you're pulling out quotes and putting them in your journal logs, and then also hopping on the discussion board, picking one of the poems, and then connecting it to the concepts from class. So you can choose 1, 2, 3, or all 4 poems. But what are you noticing about the poem? How does it connect to the concepts on poems? Which of the poems really speaks to you and why? How is this poem relevant today? So you're sharing your brilliant ideas and curiosities on the poem or poems that you pick in at least 2 paragraphs long of a post. So you're just enjoying it and making observations. This is what good scientific academic researchers do. They make observations and they notice things. And maybe some of your peers will notice something similar, and they'll probably notice something different. And then you can share those ideas and remember to respond to a classmate's post. Again, there's 4 poems in this discussion. They're all beautiful for different reasons and in different ways. So just, enjoy them and pull those quotes in your journal log, because you can use them later when you decide which poem or poet you would like to engage with for essay number 2. That is discussion number 8. Enjoy, have fun, take a breath. And trust your instincts.